Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Mr. Sparky. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. I'm back with Tony Zach in the studio. Mr. Sparky, it's hurricane season.
It is. It's coming quick, isn't it?
We have to talk about it because we also get all these power outages, and that's one of the worst things you can experience.
It is, and and how aggravating is that, right? So generators in our area really just, they're peace of mind, but we are experiencing power losses a lot more frequent, whether it's just grid issues or wrecks or things like that where people are really being inconvenienced. It doesn't even have to be hurricane season. So and what a great time to talk about emergency power.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay, so let's do like a generators 101 for the folks out there that don't really know anything about it,
Right, yeah. So, the thing with generators are you have a whole house standby, everything's automatic. We install a lot of those with Briggs & Stratton and then Generac. That's probably the name leader out there. But a lot of people in this area, portable generators are definitely something to consider. They're a lot more budget friendly. You're talking about saving thousands of dollars. And take, for instance, I just put in I helped an older couple with a portable generator. They didn't want to spend the money because we don't lose power enough for them to warrant spending, a lot of money, 10 grand for a whole house unit, right? So this was a portable unit, very big, and it had an automatic start on it. And so, they were very comfortable with that. They didn't have to worry about pulling. They didn't have to worry about those type things. And it had big wheels, so it was easy for them to move. And then we connected it to their house, which I recommend for everybody with a portable generator, because it makes it easy and it's code compliant, because we don't want to energize the grid when it's down. That's what hurts our linemen out there. And we want those guys to be able to operate quickly, right? So we don't want them to have to worry about somebody, and it's called backfeeding. We don't want to worry about them sending power back to the transformer, because it works backwards as well, right? So if we have a portable generator running and it's shooting power back, they can be injured, and we don't want that. So
we don't want that.
Yeah.
So you have to attach it to the house. How does the installation process work?
So it's actually pretty simple, right? So we're going to put what they call an interlock kit or a disconnect, on the homeowner's electrical panel. And what that does is it cuts the power that would go back to the utility. It cuts that switch off, so to speak.
Okay.
And then it also automatically turns the switch on from the generator. We're going to educate you on what can run off of your generator, because look, everybody's generator is different size, right? Some people are going to have a 6,000 watt. Some people are going to want a 10 or even a 15,000 watt in the portable, which is a lot of power that's going to do a lot for your house. Very reasonable. Those generators cost a couple of $1,000s. Our installation for most of those is, it's going to be around $1,000, $1,500, depending on what we have to do. And it's very economical, and it'll pull you through on a storm for sure.
Definitely. And I remember we went to one of your clients' houses one time, and he was just ecstatic with being able to have the generator. It saved him.
Yes.
I still remember that to this day.
Yes.
So this is one of those things that people really do take advantage of and comes in handy.
Yeah, they do. And look, and think about it. If you lose power and you're going to, for whatever reason you lose power, this is going to save your frozen goods, your refrigerated goods. A portable generator is more than likely going to be able to do that. So I tell people, call us for the estimate. We're going to help you determine what size generator you need. And then we're going to also do the installation, make it safe. So give us a call.
All right, what's that number for people to call?
It's 843-213-6610, MrSparkyGS.com. You can book online too, so call us.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Mr. Sparky.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This segment is sponsored by Elko's Spas, Billiards, and Pools. Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. I'm so excited to be back in a hot tub at Elko, and I'm back with Kimberly. It's been a minute.
Yeah, thank you for getting in the hot tub with a dress on. That's
I
really
love
cool.
it. I love getting in a hot tub with a dress on, only for you guys. So we need to update everybody about what's been going on with y'all, what's new.
We are having our 5th annual pep rally. So y'all are invited. Make sure you come to the Elko showroom on August 23rd, and it's from 10 to 4. We'll have food vendors and all kinds of arts and crafts and local vendors. And we'll have a big tent, because you know it's hot in August, but we have misters, so it'll spray on you. We have a New York City DJ.
Wow.
So we can get up and do some line dancing or dancing. And we'll have the Carolina Forest Marching Band also.
As a former band kid, I really love that you guys think of everything like that. So who is this benefiting?
So we are, our charity this year is for Ava. She's 10 years old and she's a local girl. So please come out and rally for Ava. She's 10 years old, local girl, and we really need everyone's support. She has leukemia, and it's really stressing out the family, of course, as you can understand. So we're doing a silent auction. We'll take monetary donations. Anything helps, because we have to help, you know, the family.
Definitely. So is there any time that the silent auction starts, or can people start donating things now?
Oh yeah, you can donate on elkospas.com. We also, if you come into the store, we round up, so every penny counts, right? And you can always mail in a donation. And the silent auction, I think we're kind of doing it all day at the pep rally, and it's a community festival.
Yeah.
So it's not just about football, it's about community. So we are gonna have all kinds of vendors and fun, and come and just hang out with us. It's just a great, fun day.
You guys always have so much going on,
Yeah.
and you really, this couldn't be possible without all the community support too.
Correct,
right?
yeah. Yeah, so thank you so much for everybody supporting us all these years. It's our 21st year.
That's exciting.
that
21 is
crazy?
my lucky number.
There you go.
I love that. Well, while people are here, can they look at pools and spas and
Yeah.
all that good stuff?
Absolutely. So you may not be able to see behind us, but we have a full showroom of hot spring spas, and we have swim spas out in the front. And bring your bathing suit, because people do swim
Love that.
in the swim
That is
spas,
great.
and the kids are in it all day long, and it's so cute. So yeah, bring a towel. We won't have a towel. So bring a towel, bring your swimsuit, swim, relax. We have pool tables, and we have an outdoor table that everyone plays on. And it's just nice, and the tent is nice and cool, and people just sit and chill and relax, and you know, maybe meet your neighbor that you didn't know.
You
Right?
never know.
That's right.
You guys are our neighbors too at the station. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, for people that don't know anything about Elko, you guys have quite the reputation around town, and you've got a lot of hardware to prove it. I think people need to know about this.
Yes, we have been so blessed. We've won all of the newspapers, so thank you guys for voting for us, for all the newspapers in town, from the north end to, well, that's the north end to the south end.
I need a
so
compass.
we swept it, which was all thanks to everyone being so loyal and blessing us. And then last year we were the top 10 in the entire country. Pool and Spa Company.
That's nuts.
And then we've also won several times the Hot Spring Southeast Dealer of the Year. That's huge, because
Yeah.
it beat out Atlanta, Florida, like Georgia. There's a big dealer in Georgia. Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, and I think there's one more state, but that was really cool.
Wow, that's so awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
what is the date again, and where can people learn more information?
It's August 23rd, the 5th annual Elko Spas Billiards and Pools Pep Rally, and it starts at 10. And information's on our website. We have flyers all over the place, and just come and relax, be here, support the community, support the Carolina Forest Band. They're gonna be so great, I can't wait. And there's a bunch of other local vendors and local businesses.
This segment was sponsored by Elko's Spas, Billiards, and Pools. The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by J&K Home Furnishings. Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm back at J&K Home Furnishings with my friend John. Thanks for having me back here.
Oh, I'm glad to see y'all back. Thank you.
We have so much to talk about, John.
We do. We have a lot going on going into our big Labor Day sale.
Okay, tell everybody what they need to know about the sale first of all.
Right now, we have up to 75% off on most of our items, and we also have 0% interest for extended periods of time. But the big kicker is we pay your sales tax through our Labor Day sale.
gotta
And
love
that
that.
adds up. I mean, it's almost an extra 10% savings,
That's amazing.
especially if you're in the city limits.
And there's so much to shop here. It's just so fun to walk into the showroom because it always looks different when I walk in here.
does.
You're always getting new stuff.
We are always getting new stuff, and we have more accessories in our showrooms than we ever have had. We had the wonderful opportunity to buy out a competitor at drastic savings, which we are passing along with this sale. So these accessories won't last. Come in and check them out. We have them immediately when you walk in the front door. You're hit with a boutique type vibe. It's wonderful.
We're standing in front of this gorgeous couch right now.
Yes.
This is from Jonathan Lewis, right?
Correct.
What's the process with Jonathan Lewis? here?
Jonathan Lewis is a great company for upholstery. Endless options, and our specific program we're in front of is called our Choices program, and it gives customers the ability to change their arm, make it into a sofa, a sectional, a chair and ottoman. It really get the versatility to get the right floor plan for your room.
I feel like sometimes people have a living room where it's kind of an awkward size and you have to customize your couch.
And that's where our design staff comes in. They'll come out and measure, create you a floor plan. Our people know what the possibilities are with this, and they can really get the right fit for you and your space.
Okay, if somebody wants to come by the showroom, where are you guys located? Where can they find you online, social media?
We're all over the Grand Strand. We have 6 locations here. I would go to our website, jkhomefurnishings.com, click on our locations, and it'll give you the address and telephone number to each location.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by J&K Home Furnishings. Grab your smocks, everyone, because today we're hanging out with Natalie at Myrtle Beach Art Museum's Pottery Studio.
So I'm just pressing it, and I'm using my body weight to press on my hands. I'm not using my hand strength so much. Nice and steady while you're doing it. And that's hard, but you'll notice that I'm always bracing one hand with my other hand, and I almost always have my elbows on my legs to stabilize them.
Natalie is the Pottery Studio manager and instructor, helping new and seasoned potters hone their skills.
What is the most difficult vessel to make?
There's a couple that are pretty hard to make. Bottles seem to give people a hard time. Big, wide bowls, because they want to fall down. You know, if you get too much water on them, they fall down. If you pull them out too fast, they fall down. But the smaller bowls are easier to manage.
With more than 20 years of experience, she makes the craft look effortless.
All right, so I'm going to do what's called pulling up, and I do this at a much slower rate. And I'm just gonna push on the bottom here to push that clay up to the top.
Have you guessed what she's making yet?
And then I'll do some collaring. And collaring is another way of bringing the neck in. So I'm just gonna take my hands on the outside and give it some pressure here. That's gonna make the clay go up. It's gonna make it thicker right where I'm pressing, and it's gonna bring that center in.
After a few tweaks, voila, it's a beautiful vase.
I can't believe I got to do this today. I've
I'm
wanted
so
to do
excited.
This for so long.
That's
You have no
wonderful.
idea. This is so cool.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
If you're interested in hanging out with Natalie as well, check out her classes and join the wait list at myrtlebeachartmuseum.org.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by AIM Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine.
Well, before I came to AIM here, it was very painful. I couldn't walk at all. I used to walk 2.5 miles a day. I couldn't walk a couple hundred feet because the pain in my legs was so bad. First few weeks it was kind of up and down. In fact, there was a while that felt like it was getting worse, and I was told that that's due to my nerves waking up. But now it's going the other way, which I'm glad. Not quite yet. Now I'm finding out because it was 9 months of no walking. My muscles are a little sore, so I'm getting back in shape now. About a mile a day right now. To walk my 2.5 miles without any pain, that's my goal. Favorite part? Knowing that I'm going to get better. I guess that's it. And the people here are really nice. I enjoy the people. Well, it's working, and I had reservations at first, but then I'd go home and feel the pain, and I know I had to do something to get rid of this, because I live on the beach, and to look out the window at the beach is not my idea of living on the beach. So.
Well, good morning and thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm back at AIM Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine, and I'm joined by my friend Rebecca. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great.
We're always happy to have you here, sharing our patient success stories.
And today we got to talk to Ron, who's gotten some great results here at AIM.
Yes.
But what was he dealing with before coming to you guys?
So he came to us with peripheral neuropathy, like so many of our patients. That burning, that tingling, numbness starts to set in. They're not sleeping. They're not able to do the things that they want to do. Yeah. He said something really interesting in his interview, and I want to touch on. He was here for, I think, 3 to 4 weeks, and he explains that he thought the pain was getting worse. Yeah. And that's not unusual for peripheral neuropathy. I like to compare it to, and maybe this doesn't resonate with our patient demographic, but I like to compare it to the Harry Potter movie where he was playing Quidditch and he broke his arm and the professor then zapped the bone and he's like, oh, regrowing bones is painful, and he spent all night in excruciating pain. Sometimes the same can happen when we're regenerating those peripheral nerves. They get hypersensitive, you start to feel more. You start to wonder if this is really working, and the minute that we get you over that hump is where you really find that true relief, which is why we see our patients for anywhere from 3 to 6 months, because we need that time to really regenerate those nerves and get them healing.
And you guys are really finding a solution to the problem, right? Yeah. We don't talk about that a lot either, that like this is the kind of thing that you get done and then you don't have to do it for the rest of your life.
Right, and well, there are different situations for different patients. If someone came to us with chemotherapy-induced peripheral neuropathy, that's usually a one and done. And by one, I mean a treatment plan. But let's say somebody presents with diabetic neuropathy, because we're fighting that underlying issues of diabetes, it is kind of 2 steps forward, or more like 4 steps forward, 1 step back.
Gotcha.
So they could be a patient of ours for life, but we'll see them less and less. I don't think they necessarily like that, because they all love coming here, but yeah, we get to see less and less of them as they heal.
Well, if somebody's watching right now and they want to come see you guys, they're thinking, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to try acupuncture. What's the best way to get in contact with y'all?
You're going to give our office a call, 843-273-4467. One of my care coordinators is going to get you scheduled for a complimentary consultation. This way you can get to talk to Dr. Tanya and share your medical history. She goes over all of that information with you in depth. And then she's going to put together a personalized treatment plan. So, you know, neuropathy is neuropathy, but every patient presents differently. They all have goals. You know, Ron's goal was to get back walking on the beach. That's our goal for him too. So we really design our treatment plans around their goals and how they want to get back to living life.
This story is sponsored by AIM Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine. Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.